And we are live. Hello, everyone, and welcome to a very special author celebration here at She Rises Studios. My name is Ella, and I am so excited to cozy up with you today for a truly magical story, The Christmas Wreath. In this beautiful holiday romance, we meet Harmony, a woman who's built a peaceful, joy filled life in a charming mountain town, and everything seems perfect until a mysterious Christmas wreath and a love letter appear at her door, inviting her into the greatest adventure of her life. So today we are diving into this heartwarming and enchanting story, talking about love, faith, courage, and the magic of unexpected surprises. So let's welcome our wonderful author to the celebration. Hello, Yvonne. Thank you for being here.
Oh, thank you for having me. I love being
It's
here, and I'm so excited that my out and it made the bestsellers list.
Yes, we're really, really happy to have you here. So, just to start, I do want to ask you some questions, and I want to start by asking you, what do you think makes a great Hollywood romance story?
Okay, just so you know, you're coming in and out. So I think you asked me what I think makes a great romance story.
Oh, I'm sorry. Am I good now?
Okay, yeah,
Okay,
it's
just asking
probably
you.
I'm at probably the internet here, but I think a good romance story, like Christmas Wreath. I think if you add some mystery and some adventure, and you always have to have something a challenge that they have to go through to discover if they are a good match and they are going in the same direction, same page, and of course, lots of love.
Thank you. Yes, of course, lots of love is very important. And now, I want to dig deeper into the heart of the book because Harmony's story really shows how unexpected surprises can shift the course of someone's life. So, in your view, why are these unexpected moments so powerful?
Well, because they're unexpected. So you're getting a natural reaction to experiences that you haven't planned that just happen. And so it's very important in life to have a lot of unexpected moments. Just the universe is out there just adding things to our lives and taking things away. And, you start a path that you think you're going on, and then, the universe adds and subtracts, and, you kind of like have to adjust and be able to adapt, always adapt and be flexible because sometimes the plan you have in your life is not the plan that's going to actually happen. And you have to be ready to change directions, kind of go with the flow, but stay steady to what you want out of your life. And so I think that the Christmas wreath has a lot of moments where it talks about how Scott and Harmony were living their lives, and a lot of other people were them and interfering in what they were doing in their regular lives and together. And so it talks a lot about the perseverance of love and being able to reconnect after things had been resolved and finding the love that they found at the beginning.
Thank you. I really like what you said about letting the universe add to your life, to accept everything that can happen as, something additional to your life and explore that. I think that's really interesting. And, part of the unexpected moments is also the mystery. So, mystery. Oh, oh, I think we lost Dawn. All right, let's wait a minute to see if she joins again. And well, in the meantime, we will continue to discuss about Dawn's perspective on mystery and on romance, of course, because it's something that is really important and visible in this book. So let's see. Let's just wait a few seconds to see if Dawn joins again. Right, we will wait a few seconds to see if Dawn joins again to continue our conversation. We are at this moment we are waiting for our author Dawn to join us again, as it seems that she has some internet issues. So we'll wait a few seconds. Okay, let's give her one more minute to see if she can join again. All right, and hi, Dawn. Are you there?
I don't know what happened.
It's okay. I think we have you now. All right, it's okay. Um, yeah, I was just asking you about mystery and romance. As together, they create such a compelling blend. So I just wanted to know, why do you think that combination resonates so deeply with readers?
Yes. It's nice to have a little in your life and not really know what's going to happen. And Harmony, who's living her life and having a wonderful life, learning to live on her own, is suddenly given an opportunity from someone she does not know who it is, a secret admirer. And so she has to determine if she wants to accept the invitation and go on a mysterious journey by herself, to an unknown person. And she decides to try it. Life is short. And so she started her adventure, and it turned out, well, I'm not going to tell anybody how it turned out, but um, she took, she was brave, and she took the opportunity that was given to her, and decided to have a wonderful time. And when she went, she, since she wasn't sure what it was all about, and she did not know who it was from, the one thing that she did was make her own plans while she was at this destination, so that if her secret admirer did not come through or did not show up or whatever might happen, she had her own plan, and she was going to make the best of the adventure on her own. So I think that's what we should all do. Is if with this one plan doesn't work, we always have a backup, and we always know what we're going to do with our lives.
That's so important. Thank you, Don. Yeah, it's about taking opportunities and just making the best out of them. And now, before we continue, I do want to take a moment to celebrate an incredible achievement because the Christmas Wreath has hit Amazon bestseller status in 6 different categories, including
Yes.
bestseller in Kindle Store, in Christmas holiday romance ebooks, in small town and rural fiction, in holiday romance in ebooks, and it's making waves in new releases charts too. So congratulations, on huge congratulations to you.
I
I
was
think
so
this is a
excited to hear that it made the best. I was just so excited. I'm really glad. I hope that everyone is enjoying the book. And now the paperback's going to come out. And so you can have your own hard copy. And I love to hear reviews and what do you think. And, you know, you can talk about Harmony's choices and if that's something that you might do. If that opportunity came up and you just got a secret invitation, and what would you do with it? And so I love to hear reviews and to hear what readers think. And I'm so happy for those that bought the book, and I'm very thankful for that.
yes, I think that's such a beautiful gift to your readers. So that's really amazing, Don. And now I do want to ask you, like, to know you a little better, to see if you want to talk about sometimes that you have ever taken a leap of faith in your own life that lead to an incredible experience, something that that kind of reminds you of Harmony's adventure.
Um, you're asking if I had a leap of faith in my life, because you're
Yes.
still coming and going. Um, yes, I've had some things happen to me in my life, and sometimes getting through it and moving on, you have to just say, okay, I don't know if this is going to work, do, but we need to go do this. And yes, and sometimes they've worked out really, really nicely. And sometimes they haven't worked out so good. But I'm always one to, if given an opportunity that I want to try, I will try it. And because
Yes,
if
I
you
do.
don't, you know that it didn't work, didn't even try it. So, and if you go and it doesn't work or whatever you're doing and it doesn't really work out the way that you planned, um, it might work out better in a different direction. Like when I started writing my books, I was just getting my credential to teach. I teach students with severe cognitive delays, and part writing my first I write children's books was part of getting my credential. And so when I was getting divorced, I said, okay, I'm going to publish this book. I named it after my grandmother, put my children, the children in our family in the book. And it just took off from there. And now I have 16 books out. I've won 90 literary awards. I've won over 200 film awards. I've had some amazing experiences. I've gone to Ghana. When I went to Ghana, I thought someone was going to go with me, and they didn't come. And so I went by myself, and I flew to Ghana by myself and met a group, but I didn't know anybody from the group when I got there. And so that was a really big leap of faith. I almost didn't go because I didn't know what I was going to. And I'm really glad that I went, and it all turned out just fine, and everybody was super nice. So that's something I'm really glad that I tried. I was disappointed that the person who told me they were going wasn't going, but I went anyway. And so now I've learned that I can travel all over the world by myself. And I met some amazing people and some amazing children. And if I had not just went, okay, we're doing this, I wouldn't have had any of those experiences. So I've taken a lot of leaps of faith in my life, and they've always turned out good.
Thank you for sharing that, Don. I really like what you said about not knowing what might happen, but that's the point to
Right.
have the opportunity to find out and to experience, because that's what makes you actually learn and grow and meet new people and go to new places. So I think I really like that story.
It is,
And
it is scary. It's scary to write a book. It's scary to publish it, to put yourself out there, to travel somewhere with people you don't know or by yourself. But 90% of the time, nothing bad's going to happen. And the people in the world are a lot nicer than we be told they are. They're very helpful and they love seeing, us. Everybody in Africa was super nice and welcoming. And I never felt like unsafe at all, not the whole time I was there. And so I'm really glad I did it. I was scared to go. I was scared and I was super prepared. Like I got everything in a row, so I would be ready if anything happened, and nothing happened. And so I'm really glad that I did it. And so that's how my publishing journey started. And so a lot of the things that I've done as a children's author, I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't even plan on doing it. And so when I joined She Rises and started with the Voices of 100 Women, part of it was to write a book. And I didn't write it for over a year because I didn't want to write a children's book and I didn't know what I wanted to write. And then some things happened. I said, okay, I'm going to write about this because some of the things that happened in the book happened to me. And so I thought it was that, other women or even men um, need to know that it does happen. And there's some resources in there for people who are being hurt. And I found some information that it's not as uncommon as we want it to be. And so I really wanted to share with whoever was reading my book, because they'll see some things that have happened to me that might be happening to them. And they can be gaslit and everything. They will recognize it and be able to identify it and get help. It's hard. Sometimes your own family doesn't understand or even, you know, that didn't happen. And like, yes, it happened. Thankfully, I had the sheriff's department behind me saying, yes, these things are happening. And I had a detective trying to help me. But that's not always the case. And it went on for still going on actually. But, you know, so I made it a happy ending. And I'm really glad that I did it. It actually took a lot of bravery for me to start even talking about the things that happened and being public about it, because the people that are doing things to you don't want you to talk about it. And, so I'm glad that Scott and Harmony got to have the life that they had wanted and they were planning. And I'm really glad I wrote the book, and I'm so glad that people are loving it and it made it into a bestseller.
yes, yes, and we're glad that you did too. That you build this community, that the book is growing and people are loving it. That's amazing. So thank you, Don. Thank you so much for joining us today and for sharing the heart and magic behind the Christmas wreath. It was so special. And now for everyone watching, if you're looking for a cozy, mysterious, and romantic story to brighten your holiday season or even any season of your life, make sure to grab your copy of the Christmas wreath on Amazon. And yeah, I thank you, Don. And until next time, keep believing in magic, keep believing in love, and in the power of saying yes to life's unexpected invitations. So thank you once again, Dan, for
Yes.
joining us. See you at the next
Thank
after
you for having me.
celebration. Bye, everyone.
Thank
Thank
you
you.
for
Thank you, Don.
bye.
Thank you.